So in this video, I'm going to show you the content marketing strategy that has been running for my agency that's done almost entirely with AI. It's made me a little under $200,000, as you can see right here. And everything I'm going to cover in this video is going to be down to our organic content strategies and how we get clients, our paid ad strategies, our email and SMS nurture sequences, how we build out our funnels that of course are AI assisted. So any of these when it comes to scripting, building, and funnel generation is assisted with AI. And lastly, how we actually use AI for our sales tracking when it comes to tracking KPI metrics, follow-ups, a return on ad spend, and where exactly our traffic is coming from. Whether that's from YouTube, whether that's from Instagram or Facebook ads, etc. We know exactly where our ideal client profile is coming from, tracked within our system. And so by the end of this video, you should know everything when it comes to getting clients, using AI for whatever type of agency you're running. So I personally run an AI agency, but I'm still using AI when it comes to content generation and paid marketing as kind of a crunch to make things a little bit more automated. Now, the first topic is going to be YouTube. YouTube is a very good organic driver when it comes to getting high-ticket clients, specifically because if you do a lot of tutorial-based videos, that is going to attract the type of profiles of people and prospects that have that pain point. Meaning if you make a tutorial on lead generation, paid ads, and AI automation that handles leads or some type of calling agent, and you build a tutorial around it, the types of people that are watching that are those that need the systems in place. Meaning that that video in itself is almost like a video sales letter or a lead magnet. Now, if you can play the YouTube game really well, and I'm going to show you a case study of what I've done for my co-founder when I help market his YouTube channel and how we're getting inbound clients daily from videos we've posted months ago. The strategy is going to be how-to tutorials, information-based tutorials, value-first tutorials, okay? It's less about selling in YouTube and content and more about how much value you can give to prospects. And for preface, about 20 to 25% of our clientele on a monthly basis comes from YouTube and the rest comes from paid ads, and we'll dive into that a little bit more later. I know for most people, planning and actually recording YouTube content can be very stressful, but we've already built in our agency systems in place that are AI first, meaning we're using AI to help with content generation, ideation, and also the actual visual creation. So everything you're seeing on the screen, for instance, right now, this visual board is generated using Claude, right? And the actual idea, of course, I thought of myself when it comes to this whole video that I'm recording right now. But the man hours that we had to do in the past before Claude got so good, a year and a half ago, we've been running my co-founder's channel. We were doing everything by hand. So what's important to note is we were able to get his account to 1.6K subscribers. And out of that, I would say about $50,000 is coming from this YouTube channel alone, out of the 200K that we've generated from our content. All of the videos that get clients are never the videos where it's like, I made this much amount of money, here's how I did it. It's always the types of videos where it's how to build an AI appointment center, how to build an AI WhatsApp agent, how to build some type of tutorial-based video, okay? So how to enter type of mechanism that a business owner would love to know how to do for the business, okay? And what that does is, especially the complex builds, it attracts really premium, warm buyers, okay? So the moment they book a sales call from our YouTube funnels, they already know, like, and trust us. There's a rule called the 7-hour consumption rule in content. If someone can consume 7 hours of your content, they are 100 times more likely to buy than anything cold traffic or paid ad related, okay? Because they've consumed enough content to know exactly what type of profiles you serve for and how exactly you go about your business as a person, okay? So they really know, like, and trust you. So my co-founder, Scott, he's like strictly done for you client YouTube videos related, okay? So I've got his account pulled up here right now. And as you can see, all of these videos are how to get A2P verified and go high level. Watch my AI voice agent book appointments for any niche, okay? I built 17 AI agents to run my entire agency. Some of our best performing videos, like I said, are how-to videos. This video almost has 10,000 views, and this has brought us multiple high-ticket clients, and it's just how to get Instagram followers using paid ads, okay? So it's just a paid ads pain point video, and those that are watching are needing help with their paid ads, and then we just integrate AI and paid ads into their content systems, and boom, that's a sale right there, okay? Another one is how to set up a metapixel and go high level. This one has almost 8,000 views. So the same pain point, a lot of our clients are using metapixels and ad systems in their business, and those are the clienteles we love to plug AI into. And so because of that, we build videos that cater to those ICP audiences, essentially. And we have about 19 videos posted, and we've been posting for over about a year and a half. So some months we post a ton, other months we don't. And truthfully, the consistent manner is that you should just try to post at least like 5 videos a month. and be very, very high detailed in your videos. The longer the videos, the better. And we've been able to run up his channel to 1.6K subscribers, and it's made us about $50,000 of clientele. Plus, a lot of the clients we close from YouTube turn into monthly recurring customers. So they're paying us monthly for a high-ticket AI build plus monthly service of about anywhere from $300 to $500 a month. So that's kind of the rundown of YouTube when it comes to our overall content strategy. And like I said, a lot of our systems in place to automate our YouTube channel are AI first. They're AI assisted, using Claude for idea generation, using Claude for the actual storyboards and builds of the automations. And what that does is just makes it so we can simply make more videos. The number one thing in making any money on the internet is how can you be seen more? The more eyes you have on your business, the more money you can make. It's easily the most simple equation you can put out. The more eyes equals the more money you will make. Now let's dive into our funnels. So when it comes to our paid ads or when it comes to our YouTube funnels, we have separate funnels in place that we can track our traffic. And later I'll show you a KPI dashboard. We call it kind of our sales mission control, where we can see all of our sales data, including opt-in rate, book a call rate, etc. And a lot of it is built with Claude. So inside of here is like a screenshot that I took inside of our mission control, where you can see the average opt-in rate, whether it's our base website to our main website when people search up ScaleAgents.io, our main agency website. Our organic ones, so that's going to be YouTube channel leads, white label ads. So we have a specific ad campaign right now that's going towards white label agency owners. We have a main offer ad, so that's a different type of ad funnel that we're running specifically direct to business owner. And then another one is just our partners one, which I personally run myself. So the only integrations that we use besides having Claude build out our funnels are going to be go high level when it comes to the calendar bookings, and of course Google Calendar for availability when we're booking our sales calls. So here's a look into our highest performing paid ads funnel right now. Okay, it's simply watch our AI platform book 1,379 appointments last month. And then we have a really good VSL that's about 8 minutes. We've literally made at this point 50 VSLs for the company. And every single time we build a VSL, we're trying to battle test to get a better and higher conversion rate essentially. So when you click book your demo, it takes you to a qualification form and asks all sorts of questions like what kind of business do you run, monthly recurring revenue, just for the qualification side of things. So when we send this data back to Meta or other platforms, we know who's a qualified buyer and who's not. It helps with the actual data tracking inside of our sales process. And then of course, once they fill out the form, they get over to our calendar page. And then once they fill out the calendar page, you get taken to a thank you page. And especially with paid ads, when we're running Facebook ads, we have a Meta pixel connected to our thank you page. So anyone that's qualified, we're sending that data back to Meta and saying, hey, I need you to find more people like this. So now here's actually a current version of a funnel that we're running. Now, this one is, of course, on desktop, but my biggest advice to you is always make your funnels as mobile optimized as possible, because most of the users coming from paid traffic and even YouTube traffic is going to be through mobile, so through your phone. And then all we have on this page, it's super simple. We simply want them to book a call, so therefore we're only going to give them information to the next step of the funnel, which is getting to the calendar page. So like I said, headline, subheadline, VSL, book a call button. We have some deliverables of what's included. We have, a little integration stack of what our AIs integrate with, and then testimonials, and that's literally it. You want to treat your leads like sheep, no matter the funnel strategy you're running on any type of channels or any type of social media platforms, whether it's going to be YouTube organic or it's going to be paid ads. You want this funnels to be dumb simple, okay? The whole existence of this funnel right here is to book sales calls. Now, the third pillar of our marketing system is going to be email and SMS nurture. So anytime someone opts in from ads, anyone that opts in from our YouTube traffic is going to be subject to SMS and email drips, educating them more about our product. So inside of our content systems, for instance, our email list is 84 days long. So the moment you give us your information on one of our funnels, whether it's YouTube or ads, you're going to get hit with emails for 84 days. It's a 14 email sequence, meaning that every single one of these videos is packed with value. They're not just necessarily sales copy. And they're more kind of pushing towards value in YouTube videos that my co-founder has posted. So we have a catalog of these emails that get sent out, and all of them explain a specific problem or a pain point that normally our clients face. And then we say, hey, we actually recorded a YouTube video you can check out to solve this problem. So for instance, hey, if you're not tracking enough data on your ads, here's how to set up a metapixel so you can do such, okay? Or here's how you can instantly do a database reactivation with any leads you already have using AI. Boom, we drop a YouTube video right there. And if you remember what I said previously, I said the 7-hour rule. It doesn't matter what traffic they're coming from, cold, warm, or hot. The more content that they can consume of your company, the more they're gonna be able to know, like, and trust you. So the moment they hop on a sales call with you, they're way more money ready to pay you upwards of $3,000 to $5,000 for a high ticket deal. And of course, a lot of our actual sequences and copywriting when it comes to the email and SMS is AI assisted using Claude. And then the actual email software we're using is Kit. It has a great deliverability. It's only $40 a month if you want to check it out. And then for our text, of course, we're using SMS and then Gmail for actual delivery boxes that we have under our ScaleAgents company workspace. And just to recap, almost every single one of these emails are pushing our YouTube content, because I don't care whether the prospect is like literally ready to buy now. I want them to see more and more of our content just to know what we do and how exactly we solve their problems so incredibly good. So I've kind of just explained to you our YouTube strategy when it comes to getting clients for no ad spend. I've explained to you how we build out high performing funnels and also track our data to know our opt-in rate, because knowing your opt-in rate is going to be important because you need to know whether your funnel is actually converting well or not. And then also our email and SMS nurture sequences so that we're warming up buyers and leads to make them buying ready when they hop on our sales calls. So the next pillar is going to be our Facebook ads and kind of our content strategies in Facebook and Meta ads, okay? So like I mentioned earlier, about 20 to 25% of our revenue comes from organic YouTube. The rest is going to come from paid ads. So the rest of this video is just going to be about brain dumping on paid ad strategies, because in my opinion, leveraging AI to build high creative volumes in your campaigns is going to be best. So, and the reason I'm bringing up creative volume is because post Andromeda update. So if you don't know already, Meta came out with a recent update in their ad platform where it's essentially rewarding accounts that have the ability to give them more creatives. The more creatives you can give Meta, the more it's able to give it to specific profiles of users. Some ads are going to convert really well in a certain subset audience. Other ads are going to be better to convert in different audiences, essentially. So you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. You want to have all types of creative styles, all types of creative variances, and all types of messaging hooks that you're using in your paid ads. Now, when it comes to ad copy, so with our video ads, we heavily use Claude Code to build our meta ad scripting. So whether we're using a Fiverr UGC actor or it's a founder-led ad, we're religiously using Claude Code to help build out the scripts. And one pro tip is if you have an active winner or an active ad winner right now, what you should do is transcribe that ad or download that ad and give it to Claude and have it deeply analyze why the ad is working. And even better, if you see competitors' ads that you know are profitable, you can download those ads and give them to Claude and help you build iterations as to why the ad is hyper profitable, and then you can build your own clones. It doesn't matter if they're in a different industry. You need to understand why exactly that ad is high performing, and then you can essentially clone that and mimic that into your own industry branding, okay? And then when it comes to still frames and image ads, in a second here, I'm going to show you examples of some ads we're actively running. But another style is going to be, of course, still frame ad images. And the two tools we use is going to be Claude Code and Canva when it comes to our image ad generations. And especially when Claude really understands your business and really understands the winner ad, it's going to be able to build better still frames. So think of using Claude Code and these other AI models when it comes to building an AI-assisted content marketing system, is that the more you train it and the more you use it and the more you tell it what's working and what's not when it comes to your YouTube videos and your paid ads, the smarter it's going to get, the better outputs it's going to give you in your generations of content, okay? So now let's dive into the types of styles that I absolutely love. I'm actively running ads on right now. The first one is going to be the founder ads. So these are very simple, showing the face. So if you saw on the YouTube content, this is my co-founder. The same way on our VSL, we have my co-founder. On the ads itself, we have what we call founder ads, where we're showing his face. He's pitching the product. And when you click the link on the ad, you get taken over to a video sales letter. That's the same person. It has really good trust building congruency because there's not different faces showing all over the place. If you think over a 7 to 14 day period of a prospect continually seeing an ad of the same person, and then they go over to the sales page and they see that same person, they're going to start to become familiarized with your product or service and who's running and who's behind it. The next one is going to be AI UGC. Okay, so these are going to be AI actors that you can build on HeyGen or ARC ads. The great thing about this strategy is that the creative volume is incredible. You could literally make 50 actors tonight, and then the best strategy is to throw edits over it. So whether you're hiring an editor or you're editing yourself, putting captions and B-roll on the AI actor will make it seem as human and high production as possible. And like I said, you could build 50 AI ads literally tonight and launch it. And because you have so many different variants, you'll get a better chance of hitting a winner than just building, let's say, founder ads where you can only record 10 to 15 in a specific session in a day. The next one is going to be what we call faceless computer ads. So especially because we run an AI software product and a software company, A lot of our high performing ads are us just simply showing around the UI and what it actually looks like to log into our AI software. So all these ads is literally just a computer by a pool, and we've literally split tested the types of settings of what performs better. For some reason, being by the pool performs better based on our data. So a lot of what I'm saying here is based off data, based off spend. You can't just simply think, oh, this is the next winter ad if you haven't spent money on it. Specifically, like I said, all this is showing is the UI of our AI platform in action. Now, the last ones are going to be a little bit more miscellaneous. This is another example of a live creative that we're running that's been a really good performer. It's literally just 3 different monitors, and it's my co-founder just talking and showing around the platform itself, showing his sales calendar, how it's being booked with AI. This is another high-performing still frame we have that Claude generated for us because it understands that a lot of our winning ads talk about people having appointment setters. The hook on this ad was your setter costs $3,000. Our setter costs $197 a month and books 40% more calls. So the pain point is they're spending too much, and we're going to give them a cheaper solution that converts more, right? The next one is going to be what we call Loom ads. So if you're really not wanting to show your face crazy, but you still want to do founder-led ads, you can literally just do a little bubble like a Loom video, and you have a little headline over it, and then you can do a screen recording of your product or service. The next one is going to be a testimonial ad. A testimonial ad really works well when it comes to warm audiences. I don't necessarily think it's a good idea for you to run testimonial ads top of funnel if no one knows what your product or service is. But if you're able to tie these in really well in your middle funnel and bottom of funnel ads, it's going to work really well because of the trust building process. So think of the YouTube warming strategy where I'm telling you that ideally you want a prospect to see about 7 hours of your content. They're way more likely to convert. It's the same way that if they keep seeing your product and service and then they see testimonials of your clients talk about your product or service, the trust building process is going to be accelerated rather than not. And then the last one is just another computer ad that we run. This one runs specifically on story ads. This is just like a random freebie for you. Story ads rip for no reason. I don't know what it is with the placement of having a vertical 9x6 video, but story ads are incredible and you should literally run them. The last one, I didn't throw images in here, but I'm actively running right now, is going to be Fiverr UGC, where I'm literally hiring a UGC actor. I'm paying him anywhere from $50 to $150 to read a script for me, and then I pay a professional editor to edit over the video. And then all the scripts that I'm giving the UGC actors are just Claude-built scripts that I've kind of course, read through and proofreaded, but I have Claude build the scripts, reload over to the Fiverr UGC creator. They build a video out of it, and then once I get that video back from the Fiverr creator, I give it to my editor, he edits it up, and what I do is I have my editor make different variants of the ad. Let's say I have the Fiverr creator with a minute and 30-second video. What I'll do is I'll split test different hooks and different sentences to be the first part of the video to see what's the winner. A big quote that I love that I heard from someone called Mark Builds Brands, if you know who that is in the paid ads game. He says that 90% of your campaign, your ad campaign, is your creative, and inside of your creative, 90% is the hook itself, so the first 3 to 5 seconds. So being able to split test, whether it's still frames, AI UGC, Fiverr UGC, founder-led ads, the first 3 to 5 seconds are going to be the most important when it comes to building profitable viral ads. The more viral, the more captivating the ad is, the cheaper it is to run on the platform. And of course, if the ad is cheaper to spend on, then you're going to get lower cost per booked calls, lower cost per leads for your campaign. So now the last part is going to be sales tracking, and I'm going to show you inside our mission control what that actually looks like and how we're using AI to help with our tracking of data, tracking of close rate, tracking of cash collection. And all of our sales calls that we take are connected through Fathom. If you don't know what Fathom is, it's an AI note taker. So any sales call we take, for whether it's my co-founder taking the sales call, me taking the sales call, or one of our sales reps taking the sales call, we have a Fathom note taker inside of the meeting, and that transcript is being taken into the back end of our CRM. It knows whether the lead is hot based on the conversation, if we need to follow up with them, etc. And it auto-populates for us into a CRM for us to look at. So one of my daily routines is I look into my AI-assisted CRM that I've built using Claude, and I just see what type of prospects I should reach out to, or who needs a little bit more nurturing or extra calls to actually get them to close. And the great thing about having an AI note taker, which happens often, is that I don't remember what they said on a sales call, just because we can have anywhere from 3 to 5 sales calls per day. And so they kind of bleed into each other. So being able to look at the transcript back and my CRM giving me a summary of what happened, it makes me be able to send more personalized text and follow-ups to them based on the conversation we had previously on the sales call. And like I said, the best thing about having AI assisted into your salesmanship is going to be telling you who's hot, the type of proposals you need to be sending. And by the way, I literally have Claude building me proposals now too. I don't even handwrite and build proposals now. I have a pre-built kind of template that I have, and then based on the transcript of the sales call at hand, my AI will automatically build a custom proposal to exactly what was agreed on the sales call. Whether it's YouTube content, paid ads, nurture sequences on email and SMS or voice calls, or the actual salesman side of things, so taking sales calls, sending proposals and follow-up and stuff like that. A lot of that we're now leveraging AI to just make our job twice as easy and spend twice less time on actually doing it. So here's a look into the mission control behind our ScaleAgents agency. Now, of course, this is never going to be client facing. This is just for me and my partner's usage. I'm gonna have to be a little bit smart on my blurring and stuff like this inside of the platform, because there is some sensitive information, including like we have an active clients tab, so we can keep tabs on our clients to see where they're at with things with their AI builds. Our knowledge base building, we have like what's called an agent hive mind, so that all of our AIs are kind of connected into one. So we know what's happening, whether it's in our marketing efforts or one of our client systems, we have all connected. SOPs, tickets, billing, so being able to track billing and stuff like that, and build payment processing, invoices to send clients, we can have that auto-generated with our Claude bot. But the most specific thing to this video that I've been talking about is going to be sales and content marketing. So like I showed you earlier, we're able to see like the unique visitors, total page views, opt-ins, and our opt-in rate, and be able to track. Now, I will say 5% opt-in rate is normally shit, but in all of our funnels across the board now, we have it from you open up our first landing page and an opt-in is considered you booked a call now. So that means we have 1 in 20 people that open up our sales funnels, they're booking a sales call with us. It's not done becoming a lead. Now, if this was a squeeze funnel type of strategy that we'd be doing, that we've done in the past before, it would be anywhere you want to shoot from 20 to 30%, meaning 1 in 3 people that open up your funnel give you their information. That doesn't necessarily mean they're a qualified buyer yet, or they want to book a call, but that's a lead, someone's information that you can now outreach on. Now, I'm gonna have to be a little smart on the blurring here, because this is a bunch of client and lead information here. But we have a CRM here where it's like proposal sent, interested, hot lead, follow up. So either we have a follow up call booked with them, or we have a set time that we need to follow up with them specified in the sales call itself. So all this information and what type of tabs they're on is pulled from the sales transcripts that we have on these sales calls itself. And then in the back end, it's auto populated into the CRM. And then in this month alone, we've had 10 clients won. So anytime we have a payment come through and the name matches one of our sales calls, our AI will automatically move that person in the lead one. And that helps us track our front end cash collection rate when it comes to lead to cash collection. And then on top of that, because we have these specific funnels, whether it's YouTube or ads, we're able to see what funnels made us however much amount of money. And then I even have like a follow-up tracker. So these are for a little bit more warm leads. So let's say we already had a sales call with them. We're either going to schedule them for a follow-up meeting. When it comes to our sales process, we normally do follow-up calls, so 2 call closes, just because it's really hard to completely plan out an AI build in the same 60 minutes. Just truthfully so, a lot of our builds are very custom. So because of that, we kind of have to go in the back end and plan out what everything is going to cost, and then we have a second call for them, and then we do the invoicing and payment on the second call. And then we have like an approaching one. So because it's kind of a follow-up tracker, based on the transcript, if someone says, hey, follow up with me in 2 weeks, or hey, let's touch base in 2 weeks, or hey, let's schedule an onboarding call in 2 weeks, it'll say approaching when we're getting closer to the date. Due soon is just like, hey, like this is a reminder, you need to follow up this person ASAP. And then action needed, these are all the people that need either follow-ups we have a call with, or need a proposal sent immediately. So that's kind of a sneak peek into our mission control. We have tons of other tabs inside of it that are not honestly related to this video, but I highly recommend inside of your agency trying to build a mission control just like that, so that you can kind of have your agency operating system working for you, right? So that's the sales tracking side of things. And let's just have a little recap here, because I think the most important thing I want you to take away is I showed you kind of our YouTube strategies and how we're getting clients organically. So a lot of my videos, truthfully, I say that you should be doing paid ads. You should be using paid ads to get your clients. But we also do YouTube organic with my co-founder's account, and that's done really well for us. So if you're kind of in a pinch of money and you don't have that much money to start up a business, an AI agency, for instance, using content marketing, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube, it's going to be one of the best decisions you can make, just because you're not necessarily doing cold outreach. You're having people still come to you, which in my opinion, in an authority-based world where people are coming to you to close the deal, the close rate's a lot higher. Rather than you cold calling or cold DMing people, you're going to them. You're kind of a door knocker. And what happens is the sales cycles are a little bit longer. They need a lot of warming. Versus if they just have watched tons of your content and they book a call with you, they're instantly up to date to exactly what your offer is and what you're trying to close them on. Right? And then, of course, went through the funnels. So build funnels using Claude. Not because they have good funnels and you can build essentially anything when it comes to a funnel using Claude, but because you can track it and you can split test it and build data systems in the back end, where I've even seen people make a tracking system where they can see where people's cursors are going around in their funnel to see what they need to change. If someone's clicking a button too much and they want to take that away so that they can increase their book a call rate or increase their opt-in rate, that is why Claude is so good for building funnels. The third is going to be email and SMS. When it comes to copywriting, like I said, the more you can train your AI on the winning messaging and the winning copy of your business, what's been closing deals for you, that is going to be able to help you build really compelling copy, whether it's text or email. And another tip for you is if you have any sales calls where you eventually close that person, you need to take that transcription and go back to your AI model, whether it's Claude or not, and say, this is the type of client profile that I just closed. What exactly was their pain points? And maybe I should use their pain points as a marketing campaign or use their pain points as a YouTube video to attract more people like that. So the big gist with using AI assist in a lot of your content marketing is going to be data points. You can't just necessarily say, hey, Claude, build me a funnel, and it has no data points on what exactly your funnel should look like. Or, hey, Claude, build me a YouTube video, and it has no data points as to what's a winner YouTube video for your niche. Or build me an ad video or build me an ad script, and it has no data points on what exactly is working in your niche market. The more data you can give it, the more compelling information you can put into your copy that's going to eventually sell the right avatars that you're looking for. So with having AI connected to all of our dashboards, CRMs, and sales calls, it's a feedback loop where our AI information and data is going back to what's working and what's not. So the next ad script I'm working on, it'll understand the last 5 clients we closed in the last 2 weeks. And it'll know a little bit better the types of avatars we're truly talking to. And so that bleeds into the Facebook system using AI assist in Facebook ads and meta ads. 80% of my income comes from ads alone. And the best thing about ads is that if you have a winning campaign, you can just up the budget and up the creative volume, and you'll likely see similar ROI or similar ROAS, you can call it. And if it's not, then that means your content is burning. And all you have to do is just simply make new ads. Like as of right now, I'm making ads about every week to every 2 weeks, depending on the scale of our ad spend in a given day. But the most important thing with Facebook ads is that you need to be consistently testing new strategies and consistently making content that is similar to your winning ads, just a different variation so that you don't have burnout. Because one video may work for a subset of 50,000 views, and then eventually it burns out because it's pushing to different audiences it doesn't resonate with, versus you can make a video that's similar to that winning ad and it can push to 100,000 of a different avatar and it works perfectly. But then when it breaks that 100K threshold, it no longer is performing. And so you need to be making ads in different variants based on the winning data that you have. And then lastly, just sales tracking. Track your shit, track your opt-in rate, track your book a call rate, track your cost per booked call, and most importantly, track your cost per client. Okay, so how much are you spending? This is not even ads related. If you're running a YouTube channel right now and you happen to be having an editor, right? How much money do you have to give the editor on a YouTube content schedule for you to close a client? You need to understand the ROI behind that. You need to understand the numbers behind that. The same way you need to understand how much money you're spending on ads to close a client, okay? Because that itself, the numbers, you'll be able to tell you how much you can scale, how much room you have in your ROAS and ROI for you to up your budget and eventually see bigger numbers next month. Okay, so that's kind of the recap of this video. That's exactly how I built and made over $200,000 in the last year, strictly through content marketing and ads. And a lot of this is AI assisted. You don't need to hire a copywriter or a content strategy or a brand strategist for that matter in your company, when you can simply just train an AI model on exactly what you're doing in your company right now. That's what we're doing for ours, and everything when it comes to content related, whether it's my YouTube channel or my co-founder's YouTube channel, any of our marketing channels, it's all AI assisted with our brain being kind of the thought processing of what we should do, and AI is doing the heavy lifting when it comes to the visual generations, or like I said earlier, this entire board that I just showed you today, or the mission control that I showed you today, is all built with Claude. It's all built with AI assisting in the ideas that we want, and we just use AI to bring it to life, and that is the future we're headed. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. And real quick, if you're currently an AI agency owner or you're in the agency space and you want to learn how I've scaled my personal AI agency to $30K a month, at 19 years old, and you want to get access to all automations, templates, private tutorial videos, and weekly calls with me and my marketing team and developing team so that we can help you build some of the best premium AI automations on the market, where you can charge anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 per client, plus charge a monthly recurring revenue as well on a subscription basis. That is the whole reason I built ScaleAgents Partners. So we have our main agency, ScaleAgents, that's for direct to business owners, but for most people watching the content that I make, it's more educational content to actually starting and building a business. So I built an entire community where you can just learn from me directly, from my team directly, and of course you get access to all of us inside a support chat. And inside, what I kind of built is what's called an AI operating system. So similar to that mission control I just showed you earlier, we have an entire mission control inside where you get an AI to help you build automations on platforms like Zapier, End-to-End, Go High Level, and Make. You have an AI funnel website builder, so you can talk to our AI and it'll help you build out a website and funnel. We have an AI offer builder, so if you don't have a lot of direction when it comes to building out an AI offer, doesn't matter the industry or niche, you can talk to our AIs that are already coded and trained on our own marketing channels. And then of course, AI is helping you build sales scripts, copy, templates, and outreach messages to send to business owners to help close you more deals. I'm using Claude and other platforms to build out AI ads. If you don't want to go and train your model yourself, which can take some time, you can literally just use our trained model to help you build out ads. And it can even look inside of your active ad accounts and tell you how exactly to budget out and build out your campaigns, ad sets, all that good stuff, and even tell you what's winning and what's not inside your ad account. All you have to do is literally take a screenshot of your dashboard inside your ad accounts, whether it's LinkedIn, Google, or Meta, and it'll give you some immediate feedback on what you should and should not do inside your ad campaign. And most importantly, weekly live calls, me, my co-founder, my marketing team, and my dev team. So any AI automation questions, or you have just some small software issues, our dev team is always on call to help fix it. And of course, you have lines of communication with the entire team for any help. Like I said, the main agency is called ScaleAgents. We're running an AI appointment setting agency, but Partners is more of just like a private community of just other AI entrepreneur killers that want to learn from each other. And if you watch this video right here, it'll give you a full in-depth look at what's inside, including some client testimonials inside if you're curious in the types of caliber of people that are inside of here. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. Comment down below if you have any questions about whether it's content, AI automation, or just business life advice, what it's like, or any other miscellaneous questions I don't care, comment down below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I'm going to leave the partner join link down below if you want to join our private community and also get access to my agency software, as well as I'm going to leave my Instagram down below if you want to DM me with any questions as well. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.